Alright, I'm back, and before I start the next dungeon, I would like to give a brief explanation of how the Spellmaker works and how it can be abused. So, I have this healer character that I made, just a temporary character. So let's look at his spells. Now the way the spells in this game work is that each spell has a cost. That's the amount of money you pay for the spell to be made, whether it's from the Spellmaker or just a spell that you bought. You divide that by 2 and you have the base casting cost of the spell. You divide that by your level and you have the final casting cost for the spell, which is the amount of MP you must spend. So 164 divided by 82 divided by 7 and rounded down is 11. Now you can abuse this in a couple of ways. Because when you divide you round down, you can, for instance, make a spell with such a low cost that it casts absolutely nothing to cast. I'm getting cost and cast mixed up. You can make spells that cost so little that the casting cost is going to be 0 if your level is high enough. So 10 divided by 5 divided by 7 and rounded down is obviously 0. Now that's important for the healer class because they get their healing magic divided by 2 again. So I have a healing spell here that costs 0. I would need to be level 10 on other mage characters in order to have it cost 0. Now that is all well and good, but we can take it a step further. Not only can you heal for free, there is a hotkey for instantly recasting a spell. So let's get some enemies to spawn here by murdering someone. Enemies? Oh, there we go. So we cast the healing spell, and then the hotkey is Shift plus C by default. So if this guy wants to hurt me, so yeah, I could just rapidly hit Shift plus C to recast the spell as much as I want. Come on, come on.
Stop, thief.
Thank you. Oh, whoa, they almost got me. So yeah, I'd say combat in Arena is pretty much broken. Of course, enemies can still hit you from behind.
With you died our last hope for justice. Tharn is now free to do as he wills. It saddens me to see the beautiful land of Tamriel rotting from within. Goodbye. I wish you peace in the afterworld.
I mean, I had to show what a game over looks like eventually, right? Anyhow, back to what we were doing. So I decided that since I very conveniently got a nice little side quest, that I would show what the side quests are like. So in towns you can ask for rumors and then work, and sometimes you will get a randomly generated side quest. And the inn he is pointing us out to is right behind us, so we will go inside and get the side quest. Oh great, you say to yourself, I'll probably have this stupid drinking song in my head all day. Oh, you mean the song that's playing right now? Wow, that was actually pretty funny. So we just gotta find the bartender. It's around here somewhere. There he is. So yeah, we just have to go and it's just like a generic fetch quest. I'm not even sure why these side quests were implemented, because they give you so little gold that it would actually be far more worth your time to run around dungeons and loot the treasure piles and then just sell everything. But I figure I should try out a side quest at least once. There are some better ones that you can get, like sometimes they will send you out to a randomly generated dungeon. If you're very lucky, you could pick up one of the artifact quests, which will send you out to a random dungeon for a rare and special powerful item. But those are randomly dealt out to you. Oh, and this is the first temple that we've been inside of. Temples are there to heal you and cure your diseases if you pick one up, because there are certain enemies that can inflict you with the disease, and that's a lot more threatening than a mere stat penalty. But you can also cure diseases with a potion, so I just keep potions nearby. I need to go this way. So we just take it back to the tavern and we're good to go. So let's talk about randomly generated content, because in this game, I think the layout of the towns might have been decided at random, but the towns don't ever change each time you play. It's not one of those kinds of games. Outside of towns, because you can go outside of towns. I don't even think this is the right tavern. Where am I? Okay. I marked it on my map. This is the one. Outside of towns, like, what you see immediately outside of town is not randomly generated, but if you venture far out enough into the wilderness, then eventually stuff starts getting randomly generated. And I don't really care to explore the wilderness at all, because all of the dungeons, you eventually see the same layout repeated over and over again. If there are NPCs out there, then who really cares? They don't have anything interesting to really say. In fact, all of the NPCs inside this tavern basically tell you to go away. I'm busy getting myself drunk. And I'm also 99% certain that you can't walk from one town to the next. Like, every outside of town area is self-contained as far as I know. Like, someone could probably better inform me, but you know, it doesn't really matter. Let's see, where is the... What on earth? That looks weird. That looks very weird indeed. Alright, so that's where the town gate is. I will briefly go outside of town and show you what kind of stuff you can find. But then we've got to get back to the main quest. I mean, we have to actually trigger the next part of the main quest by resting anyways, so we can get another audience with Spooky Ghost Girl. So yeah, if anybody wants to go to Belkarth Guard and see if this pool of water is here, you know, fine. In fact, I've actually gone out here on another playthrough. It looks kind of similar so far. I mean, who knows? I actually don't know 100% if everything out here is randomly generated, and there's even a tavern, which is very, very strange. Anyhow, another weird quirk of Arena is that you can move while resting. What kind of sense does that make?
I do not know who you are, but you have made a fatal mistake. Rhea Sylvain and her feeble powers are no protection for you. I should have discorporated her when I had the chance. I will not make the same mistake again. I will use the same dream bridge that she uses, sending my minions across time and space. Already they arrive, ones worthy of the attention you deserve. They will relieve you of the burden of the staff piece you now hold. Give it to them, and I will order your death painless and quick. Resist, and I shall see you in such suffering that you will grovel for the sweet release of death.
I also forgot to mention that every time you pick up a staff piece, then the next time you rest, Jaeger Tharn sends a monster or something after you. Oh, hey, it's an orc. A football-playing orc. Apparently. I mean, like, the armor kind of looks like a football player, but whatever. Orcs were a playable race in Elder Scrolls Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim, but in Arena and Daggerfall, they're just generic enemies. So I do need to rest. Thank you.
It seems that you are well chosen. I see that you have won the first piece of the staff. That in and of itself is not a simple task. Tharn, it seems, is not as concerned with you as I had thought he would be. Perhaps he thinks you dead or lost in the sewers from which you escaped. That is well, for I have discovered the second piece's location. There was once a great maze built by the Archmagus Shalador to guard what he called Glamouril, the elven term for the secret of life. I know not the location of the great maze, which was called the Labyrinthian, but somewhere in its twisted corridors lies the second piece of the Staff of Chaos. Shalador, according to the old text, made his home in the Fortress of Ice. He would not have built the Labyrinthian far from his home. I would search to the north for such a place. I wish you well on your journey.
So yeah, anybody who's played Elder Scrolls V probably knows already where Labyrinthian is, because there's a quest in Elder Scrolls V that sends you out to a dungeon called Labyrinthian. A nice little throwback to this game. And where do you get that quest? Why, the Mages Guild in Winterhold, of course. Off we go. Hopefully I arrive... No, it looks like it's nighttime and I skip through that text. Okay, 6 in the morning. That's not bad. And there are NPCs out, so this is fine. Yeah, there's the music. Where is the Mages Guild? West, you say? Oh yeah, I remember. It's really easy to find the Mages Guild in this town. You just go west from the entrance, and eventually you'll see the building. Get around that, thank you. Where is it? See, do I keep going west? Oh, I apparently went past it. Is this it? Because, you know, the buildings have different textures from province to province, so I might have missed it completely. It's northeast, you say? Okay, this is a little more... Oh, here we go, here we go. My other save was in Winterhold, so I should really not... I should really not be getting confused. Alright. So, like with Fanglair, in order to discover the location of Labyrinthian, we need to go and fetch a tablet from the Fortress of Ice. It's gonna play out in this pattern every time. But, you know, first game in the series, what are you gonna do? Do I need to buy anything? I think I'm good on potions. Let me check my inventory. Oh yeah, I think I'm good. 20 restore power. Okay. And I still have spell points over my cap. I love bugs. So the next dungeon is the Fortress of Ice. Conveniently right there. Now, the Fortress of Ice is actually pretty funny. So as soon as we're in, there are going to be snow wolves. Now, at range, these guys have a, I'll just recast the barrier. These guys have a frost breath attack, and since it's magic, we can absorb it. That sound gets annoying, though. We need to walk down this corridor just a little bit. Where are they? I hear them, but I don't see them. Anyhow, if you look at your map, you will see that the blue dot indicating the staircase is right next to us. Except there's this wall in our way, so what do? We get our spell, pass wall, and blow down the wall. Whoa, that's where they were. Ouchies. That was a surprise. But yeah, you can break down the walls in Arena. And I basically just skipped the entire first level of the dungeon. I mean, it's not... Let me get rid of these guys. Regular wolves. It's not like the dungeon was particularly well designed. All of them are overly large and confusing in my opinion, but you can skip a good chunk of them with pass wall, which is very strange. I'm gonna actually use my map on this one though. So, blow through this part of the wall. What do we have here? I'm not even gonna go for any treasure piles, to be honest. Though I should be... Oh, hellhounds. It was very strange seeing hellhounds in the Fortress of Ice. There are treasure piles in there. I have my map again. I'm so, I'm so lazy that I actually have to use a map. So we'll chug a couple potions and get through here. I wish it wouldn't make that noise. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah, you see? I absorbed all of its shots. I will heal up. Recast the barrier for safety. Ooh, it was very easy to bash that lock open. It's just a potion. Anytime you pick up a potion, you should probably just chug it. It doesn't really matter what it does. Because, like, are you really going to bother having it identified? Because you have to have it identified and everything. Let's see here. Go north. And over here. Oh, there's an enemy. Or two of them, rather. Just thought I'd get rid of them so that the return trip is a little easier. Now, this place, you have to be careful. Because if you are in the right spot, you can break through this wall in only 2 castings of Pass Wall. Now, I know why they included Pass Wall. It's because Pass Wall is a D&D spell. This game, it borrows from D&D a lot. But still, like, maybe there's a couple of things you shouldn't include. Lots of treasure. And I didn't even have to go through any enemies at all in order to get it. Let's, chug the potions. Looks like some stat fortifying, things. Double check to make sure I'm going the right way. That better be the right wall. Yeah, it was. Okay. And then there's certain walls you can't pass wall through. Oh, don't camp. So we will cast this one. Cast my free levitate spell to get over this. And we have a riddle. I touch your face, I'm in your words, I'm lack of space and beloved by birds. What am I? You are air. Now there's an enemy in here, which doesn't see me? Does it see me? Okay, so that's an ice golem. Does it? Seriously? I must have drank an invisibility potion, that's what. Now the ice golem is a very, like, annoying enemy because you have to have, like, a really strong weapon in order to actually be able to fight it, because, like, all weapon metals below a certain point do not scratch it. So you have to either use magic or, cast. Well, you either have to use spells or punch it with your fists. So I'm just doing it the magic way. There we go. That didn't take long. And I got a level for it. The alternative to doing what I did, being invisible and casting spells at it, would have been to basically, like, fly over that little pit with levitation and then just... Wow, +6? It's gotta hurt. The alternative would have been to fly over to that little pool of water, fly over it, and then cast spells at the ice golem from across, because it would be standing here and you'd be standing over there. I love free levitation. So now we just have to get back to the beginning of the dungeon and we'll be safe. Oh yeah, I want to mention one tiny little thing about Pass Wall, though. I should probably make those wolves shut up first. Never, ever, ever try to enter a staircase from the incorrect or unintended direction, because if you do, you will end up stuck in a wall on the next floor, and then you just have to reset. Which is probably something that they should have anticipated might happen, but I guess they didn't, so, you know, you've got to be aware of it yourself. And I exited the dungeon with full magic because I let those enemies shoot me with their spells. Of course, breath should probably not be considered a spell, but with so few caster enemies this early in the game, I'll take it. So now we just gotta return to the Mages Guild, restock on potions because I actually used up quite a few, and then we will head to Labyrinthian. There we go. Alright, I've sold all of my stuff. Let's head out to Labyrinthian. Now this dungeon is obviously going to look nothing like how it appears in Elder Scrolls V. It's actually a pretty confusing place in Arena. Second piece of the Staff of Chaos is here. You know, it looks so visible with that picture and everything. You'd think people would, like, know where it is because they run across it or something, but it's not. It doesn't look like it's hidden at all. Anyhow, the gimmick to this dungeon is that the staff piece is right down that path there, but we need 2 keys to open a couple of doors, and they're both hidden in divided. Both keys are on the second floor, and the second floor is divided into 2 distinct halves, and you can't go from one to the other with passwall. This first floor is mostly spiders, which makes me wonder if I should have gotten some potions to cure paralysis with. Where's that staircase? That's where it is. Just gotta turn the corner here, and there it is. Let's see here. And I have actual maps of the second floor here. The first floor is not that confusing, but the second floor certainly is. So, am I on the left side or the right side? I am on the left side, I think. No, this is the right side. Oh boy. Well, I'm going to navigate this place to the best of my ability. Oh. Spiders! Punch them! Yeah, let's equip an actual weapon. I forgot to mention that weapon durability is a thing in this game. I think I will purchase a better weapon when I get back to town. Spiders are tough, man. So we head up here. I forgot to cast the light spell. It doesn't really help much in this dungeon, though. Not like the other ones. So let's see. I think I'm going the right way. There's some goblins. Just for kicks. I mean, they're goblins. It's not like they're gonna hurt anything. I hear wolves, and there they are. They were guarding treasure. Oh, I got a level up. Level 8 already. This is pretty, quick. So I can always use more strength, I suppose. More so that I can carry more stuff. That was a healing potion, which is good. Up and over. That's the direction I'm going in. Oh, a troll. Hi, troll. So this is what a troll looks like, and it's apparently really confused. I don't understand what is going on here. So trolls are very annoying. You have to kill them with fire, or else they eventually regenerate. But if you kill them with fire, then they're dead permanently. However, if you knock their hit points down to 0 and then rest for 0 hours, then that actually despawns them. It's a glitch. And I don't know why I decided to just kill it the normal way, but... Oh, that's the sound I actually want to hear. Because in this room... Break this open. So in this room we have a Wraith. This is the Wraith of somebody who apparently died here, and you have to answer the riddle or else he attacks you. More beautiful than the face of your god, yet more wicked than a demon's forked tongue. Dead men eat it all the time. Live men who eat it die slow. I think I remember this one. Let's take a shot in the dark. Nothing! That was correct. The correct answer was nothing. Which technically means there's no correct answer, I guess. I don't know, I don't like riddles. So that was pretty simple, actually. We just have to get back to the main part of the dungeon now. Alright, so we're back in the main part of the dungeon, and now it's time for the other half of the bottom floor. To go north just a little bit. Because I have part of the map revealed already, because I stumbled around for a little bit, but you actually have to go around through here. There we are. Now I'm going to look at my map. We are headed for the bottom left corner of the map in this level. And I am expecting... Am I getting hit? Oh, I thought I was getting hit for a moment. I saw the red bar go down, not the green one. Rotate through here. Do we have to use this underpass? My map is slightly difficult to read. Huh. It's weird. Alright, I presume as long as we keep going southwest, we'll be fine. I really can't tell where I am. This map is actually failing me for the very first time. Oh, you can slip through these passageways. Okay. See, Labyrinthian is one of the more confusing dungeons, and hello, spider. Here's a quick tip about spiders. If you get paralyzed by them while you're in the water, then you die instantly because you drown. You literally can't do anything if you're paralyzed, except heal yourself. So we will kill it with fire before that happens. And I should recast my light spell. Oh, hellhounds! Now that didn't take too long. Can you actually, no, not the journal. Can you actually levitate up here? You can! Alright, so that's good to know that you can levitate up there. Would have saved me a bit of a hassle. I see a box. Let's bust her open. Just another potion. Where are we? The map can be a little confusing to read, too, because of how it shows elevation and such. Maybe I should have jumped up there instead of levitating. Yeah, that would have probably been a smarter option. Because then I wouldn't have this started movement. Okay, it wore off. Aw, puppy's below me this time. Sorry. Alright, now I kinda know where I am. But I want to pick up this treasure pile. So instead of levitating up there, let's jump. There we go, that's better. Jumping can be very good for getting into those little alcoves. What just happened? Am I stuck? Let's levitate. Okay, levitating got me unstuck, that's good. And there's another Wraith here, like with the other, door for the key. This one was a little more annoying to figure out. Two bodies have I, though both joined in one. The more still I stand, the quicker I run. Hourglass. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. But then again, riddles never did make sense, did they? The key. The key! Get the key! Excuse me. Jeez, you always have to be at, like, this precise angle. Alright, we made it back. All we have to do now is put the keys in the locks. Pretty sure there's, like, spiders and stuff all through around here. Oh, I guess you guys might want to read this. It's pretty funny. This is the tale of two brothers who sought the secret of life. They ventured into this Labyrinthian, weary from war and strife. For the first was Canon the Elder, a strong and cunning man. He quested for riches and jewels, yet found fate had other plans. The second was Magus the Dim, and few knew what he was worth. They saw only the lumbering giant, not the child who was blessed at birth. The few they told of their plans begged them to desist at their feet, but the brothers would test this puzzle of the north, for till then they had known no defeat. This is the tale of two brothers who failed the secret of life, forever held by two riddles which lead to the prize, and a wit as cunning and sharp as a knife. Hourglass and nothing. Okay then. That makes sense. Magus the Dim, though he's a bore, holds the only key that unlocks this door. To find the riddle, you must first find the sun. Start your fateful search behind door number 1. Well, I got it. And yeah, there were spiders. Come on. Come on. How's it making a clanging noise? They don't have anything metal on them. So there were spiders. I should probably be very, very careful. More of them. Oh, the barrier came down. I will have to use potions to get it back up. Ow! Don't do that. Thank you very much. There we go. Being a sorcerer can be very difficult. Just one more spider and then we have the second door to unlock. Canon the Wise holds more to be seen. A key and a riddle and a test in between. To get past this portal, a feat done by few. Search for the brother behind door number 2. Well, we got it! Oh, there's gonna be one more riddle, isn't there? And another enemy, come to think of it. Here lies the final portal, the doorway to life. What force and strength cannot get through, I, with a gentle touch, can do. And many in these twisted halls would stand, were I not as a friend at hand. The answer is... key! Oh yeah, and they put a Wraith... No, not a Wraith. I think it's, what is this enemy? It is a ghost. This enemy has a ranged spell, as you see, but it's a different kind of spell. It actually attacks your mana instead of your hit points, which is fine because I can stand here and... I can't pick up the staff. Well, I can pick up the staff, yeah. And then I can just run away. No, I'm not gonna kill it. mean, why even bother, right? That enemy won't be hurting anything. Technically, I didn't need to kill the Ice Golem or the Hellhounds, but, you know. Okay, doors are opening, and I don't like that. So I think that backstory for this dungeon was actually pretty neat. Not that it will ever be mentioned ever again. So that is staff piece number 2, and next time we will go and get staff piece number 3.